In a world filled with diverse cultures and philosophies, Buddhism stands as a beacon of wisdom and compassion. Its teachings offer profound insights into the human experience, and one of the most vital aspects it addresses is how to respond when someone hurts us. While it's only natural to feel anger, resentment, or even the desire for revenge, Buddhism imparts a different perspective, a perspective that promotes inner peace, healing, and the development of a compassionate heart. In this extensive exploration, we delve into the spiritual teachings of Buddhism to understand how to respond when someone hurts us. We aim to inspire and empower you with the knowledge and practices that Buddhism offers, with a focus on forgiveness, compassion, and finding the path to inner peace. The nature of suffering. To truly grasp Buddhism's approach to dealing with hurt, we must first understand the fundamental concept of suffering. Buddhism teaches that suffering is an inherent part of human existence, and it takes various forms, including physical pain, mental anguish, and the suffering caused by others' actions. This recognition of suffering as a universal aspect of life sets the stage for the teachings on how to respond when someone inflicts pain upon us. Siddhartha Gautama, the founder of Buddhism, known as the Buddha, realized the Four Noble Truths. The first truth is the truth of suffering, dukkha. It acknowledges that suffering is an inescapable aspect of human life. Therefore, when someone hurts us, it's important to recognize that we are encountering a form of suffering. Letting go of resentment. Buddhism teaches us to acknowledge our suffering, but it also provides guidance on how to alleviate it. Holding on to resentment and anger only perpetuates our suffering, and it doesn't bring about any positive change. This is where the practice of forgiveness comes into play. Forgiveness, in the Buddhist context, is not about condoning or excusing harmful actions. It's about freeing oneself from the bondage of anger and resentment. The Buddha once said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." This metaphor emphasizes how destructive anger can be to our own well-being. The act of forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing, not only for the one who has been hurt, but also for the one who has caused the harm. By forgiving, we release the grip of suffering on our hearts and create space for compassion to emerge. The power of compassion. Compassion is at the core of Buddhism. It's the understanding that all beings, including those who hurt us, are interconnected in the web of existence. When we cultivate compassion, we recognize the shared human experience of suffering. By doing so, we can begin to understand the motivations and circumstances that may have led someone to hurt us. In the Buddhist tradition, there's a practice known as metta, or loving-kindness meditation. It involves sending well wishes to ourselves, loved ones, acquaintances, and even those who have harmed us. This practice gradually softens the heart and fosters compassion. As you practice metta, you may come to realize that the person who hurt you is also a victim of their own suffering, confusion, and ignorance. Understanding this can help you respond with empathy and compassion rather than anger and hatred. Non-attachment and detachment. Buddhism teaches that much of our suffering stems from our attachments to people, things, and even our own identities. When someone hurts us, our immediate reaction may be to cling to the pain and anger, but this only exacerbates our suffering. The concept of non-attachment or detachment is about letting go of these attachments. It doesn't mean we stop caring, but rather that we stop allowing external events to have absolute power over our inner state. By detaching from the hurt, we regain control over our emotions and thoughts. Buddhist philosophy suggests that by practicing non-attachment, we can find inner peace even in the face of adversity. This doesn't mean we become indifferent. Instead, we become resilient and less affected by the actions of others. The impermanence of all things. Central to Buddhist teachings is the idea of impermanence, anicca. It underscores the transient nature of all things, including our emotional states and the actions of others. When someone hurts us, it's vital to recognize that this event, like all others, is impermanent. Meditation on impermanence can help us gain perspective. When we understand that the pain we're experiencing is temporary, we can begin to let go of it more easily. Buddhism encourages us to contemplate the impermanence of life, which can lead to a profound shift in our response to hurtful situations. Karma and cause-effect relationships. Karma, often misunderstood as a system of rewards and punishments, is better understood in Buddhism as the law of cause and effect. Every action, including the harm inflicted upon us, has consequences. By recognizing this, we can free ourselves from the burden of seeking revenge or holding on to grudges. Understanding the principle of karma helps us focus on our own actions and reactions. When someone hurts us, our response can either perpetuate a cycle of suffering or contribute to the cessation of it. By choosing a compassionate response, we can influence positive outcomes not only for ourselves, but also for the person who caused the harm. The middle way. In Buddhism, the middle way is a path of balance and moderation. It teaches us to avoid extremes, including the extreme of repressing our emotions and the extreme of acting out of blind rage when someone hurts us. The middle way encourages us to find a balanced response. This means acknowledging our pain, not denying it, but also not allowing it to consume us. It means recognizing the wrong committed against us, but not seeking excessive revenge. It means embracing compassion and forgiveness, while still upholding our boundaries and self-respect. The middle way is a harmonious approach that promotes both self-care and empathy for others, making it a powerful tool in responding to hurt with grace and wisdom. Mindfulness and self-reflection. A crucial element of Buddhist practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. When someone hurts us, it's essential to practice mindfulness to gain insight into our emotional reactions. Through mindfulness, we can explore the root of our suffering and identify the stories and narratives we create around the pain. Often, these stories exacerbate our suffering. By becoming aware of them, we can begin to challenge and change them. Self-reflection is a companion to mindfulness. It allows us to contemplate our own actions and reactions, helping us to grow in wisdom and self-awareness. When we understand ourselves better, we are better equipped to respond to others' actions with compassion and forgiveness. Seeking guidance from spiritual teachers. In the Buddhist tradition, spiritual teachers play a crucial role in guiding their students on the path of wisdom and compassion. When faced with the challenge of how to respond when someone hurts us, seeking guidance from a qualified teacher can be invaluable. A skilled teacher can provide personalized advice and practices that are tailored to your specific situation. They can offer insights into Buddhist teachings and how to apply them in your life. Having a mentor on your spiritual journey can help you navigate the complexities of forgiveness and compassion, making the path smoother and more effective. Community and support. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on the importance of community and support. When someone hurts us, it can be incredibly challenging to deal with the pain and emotions on our own. Engaging with a community of like-minded individuals who share your spiritual values can provide a sense of belonging and understanding. Being part of a spiritual community can also offer opportunities for discussion and shared wisdom. You can learn from the experiences and insights of others who have faced similar challenges, which can be a great source of motivation and encouragement. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice in Buddhism that can transform our perspective on life, even in the face of suffering caused by others. When someone hurts us, it's easy to focus on the negativity and injustice of the situation. However, by intentionally cultivating gratitude, we can shift our focus toward the positive aspects of our lives. Gratitude helps us recognize the blessings we have, the love and support we receive from others, and the lessons we can learn from difficult experiences. It can be a potent antidote to the negativity that may arise when we are hurt, leading us toward a more optimistic and compassionate outlook. The path to healing. Healing from the pain of being hurt is a significant part of the Buddhist approach to responding to such situations. This healing involves both inner and outer dimensions. The inner healing relates to the purification of the mind and heart, while the outer healing pertains to mending relationships and finding closure. Inner healing often involves meditation and self-compassion practices. Meditation can help us develop emotional resilience, calm our minds, and foster self-acceptance. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer to others. These practices work in tandem to mend the emotional wounds caused by others' actions. Outer healing may involve a direct and open conversation with the person who hurt us, provided that it's safe and appropriate. It can also involve setting boundaries and taking steps to protect ourselves from further harm. Healing can be a gradual process, but it's essential to embark on the journey with an open heart and a willingness to grow. Reconciliation and closure. In some cases, reconciliation with the person who hurt us is possible and can be deeply healing. Buddhism encourages the restoration of relationships when it can be done in a safe and healthy manner. However, reconciliation doesn't always mean returning to the same dynamic as before. Reconciliation can involve a mutual recognition of the harm that has been done and a commitment to change and grow. It may also involve forgiving, not forgetting, and setting boundaries to protect yourself in the future. Closure is an important step in the process of responding to hurt. Closure doesn't always require the other person's participation. It can also be a personal journey of letting go of the pain and moving forward with your life. Buddhism's teachings on forgiveness, compassion, and non-attachment are instrumental in finding closure. Patience and perseverance. The path to responding to hurt with wisdom and compassion is not always easy, and it may require great patience and perseverance. There will be moments when you falter, when anger or resentment resurface, but it's essential to be patient with yourself. Perseverance is the determination to continue on the path, even when faced with obstacles. The wisdom of Buddhism teaches us that personal growth is not always linear, and setbacks are part of the journey. What matters is your commitment to self-improvement and your dedication to becoming a more compassionate and forgiving individual. Embracing your power. In the face of hurt and suffering caused by others, Buddhism empowers us to recognize our own agency and responsibility. We have the power to choose our response, and this power can be a source of great liberation. By choosing to respond with forgiveness and compassion, we break the cycle of suffering and promote healing. We become examples of the change we wish to see in the world. Our actions have a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow the path of wisdom and compassion. Buddhism's teachings on how to respond when someone hurts you offer a profound and transformative approach to dealing with pain and suffering. Through forgiveness, compassion, non-attachment, and the other principles discussed in this exploration, we can find a path to inner peace, healing, and personal growth. While the journey may be challenging and require great dedication, the rewards are immeasurable. By following the spiritual teachings of Buddhism, we not only free ourselves from the shackles of anger and resentment, but also contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. In the words of the Buddha, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. The wisdom of Buddhism calls us to embrace this eternal rule and respond to hurt with love, compassion, and forgiveness. In doing so, we can truly change our lives and the world. Living in the present moment. Buddhism encourages us to live in the present moment. When someone hurts us, it's easy to dwell on the past, rehashing the hurtful events and their consequences. Alternatively, we may worry about the future, fearing similar pain or plotting revenge. However, the present moment is where our power lies. By anchoring our awareness in the here and now, we can better manage our emotions and reactions. Mindfulness practices, such as breath awareness and body scanning, help bring us back to the present. When we're fully present, we can make conscious choices about how to respond to the hurt we've experienced. Living in the present moment also allows us to appreciate the beauty and joy that can be found in the here and now, despite the pain of the past. Transforming suffering into growth. Buddhism teaches that suffering, while a universal aspect of life, can also be a catalyst for growth and transformation. When someone hurts us, it presents an opportunity to develop resilience, compassion, and wisdom. Instead of viewing hurt as an obstacle, consider it a stepping stone on your spiritual journey. By navigating the pain and suffering with grace and wisdom, you can emerge stronger and more compassionate. The adversity you face can become a means of personal growth and self-discovery. Meditation and self-care. Meditation is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice and offers a variety of techniques that can aid in responding to hurt. In addition to mindfulness and loving-kindness meditation, other meditation practices can be beneficial. Vipassana meditation, for example, helps you investigate the nature of suffering and impermanence, deepening your understanding of the hurt you've experienced. Concentration meditation can help calm the mind and reduce emotional reactivity. Meditation is a form of self-care for the mind and heart. Regular practice can promote emotional well-being, improve resilience, and offer a sense of inner peace. The interconnectedness of all beings. Buddhism's teachings on interconnectedness emphasize that all living beings are bound together in a web of existence. When someone hurts us, it's an opportunity to reflect on the profound truth that their actions affect not only us, but also the entire web of life. Understanding our interconnectedness can lead to a sense of responsibility for the well-being of all beings, not just ourselves. This broader perspective can inspire a compassionate response to hurt, as we recognize that our actions have a ripple effect throughout the interconnected web. The ultimate goal: enlightenment. At the heart of Buddhism is the pursuit of enlightenment, a state of perfect wisdom, compassion, and liberation from suffering. Responding to hurt with forgiveness and compassion aligns with this pursuit. While enlightenment may be the ultimate goal, every step we take towards responding with wisdom and compassion brings us closer to this ideal. It's a journey of personal transformation that not only benefits ourselves but contributes to the greater good of all sentient beings. Buddhism's teachings on how to respond when someone hurts you are a guide to finding freedom from the bondage of anger, resentment, and suffering. By embracing forgiveness, compassion, non-attachment, and the other principles we've explored, you can embark on a transformative journey towards inner peace and personal growth. The wisdom of Buddhism calls us to respond to hurt with love and understanding, and in doing so, we not only change ourselves, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. This path is not without its challenges, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's a path of empowerment, healing, and profound spiritual awakening. As you navigate the complexities of hurt and suffering, remember the timeless words of the Buddha: "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." The answers to how to respond when someone hurts you are not found in external circumstances or in seeking revenge. They are found within your own heart and mind. In the end, the teachings of Buddhism offer a profound and timeless message. The power to respond to hurt with grace and wisdom lies within you. It's a power that, once harnessed, can change your life and the world for the better. May you find inspiration and guidance in these teachings as you embark on your own journey of responding to hurt with love and compassion.